During the war, words wielded extraordinary power, influencing morale, steering strategy, and etching their mark on history. Here we explore some of the most unforgettable quotes from World War II. Winston Churchill. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. If you are going through hell, keep going. Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few. History will be kind to me, for I intend to write it. War is mainly a catalogue of blunders. Kites rise highest against the wind, not with it. To each, his own life is the most precious thing he can have, but it is the courage to face sacrifice that makes us heroes. Adolf Hitler. It is not truth that matters, but victory. The victor will never be asked if he told the truth. He alone who owns the youth gains the future. Strength lies not in defense, but in attack. Make the lie big, make it simple, keep saying it, and eventually they will believe it. Obstacles exist to be overcome. Whoever lights the torch of war in Europe can wish for nothing but chaos. Joseph Stalin. A single death is a tragedy. A million deaths is a statistic. Death is the solution to all problems. No man, no problem. In the Soviet army, it takes more courage to retreat than to advance. I trust no one, not even myself. The only real power comes out of a long rifle. We do not forgive the betrayal of our motherland. We punish it. The people who cast the votes decide nothing. The people who count the votes decide everything. Dwight Eisenhower. Plans are nothing. Planning is everything. Leadership is the art of getting someone else to do something you want done because he wants to do it. I would rather have a lucky general than a smart general. Only our individual faith in freedom can keep us free. There is no victory at bargain basement prices. The supreme quality for leadership is unquestionably integrity. Erwin Rommel. Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. Don't fight a battle if you don't gain anything by winning. In war, the result is never final. War makes extremely heavy demands on the soldier's strength and nerves. For this reason, make heavy demands on your men in peacetime exercises. One must not judge everyone in the world by his qualities as a soldier. Otherwise, we should have no civilization. Close your eyes and think of a sunny day, for that is when victory smiles upon us. Men are fundamentally different in battle. Fear reveals the character of the brave and the coward alike. George Patton. The object of war is not to die for your country, but to make the other bastard die for his. Lead me, follow me, or get out of my way. May God have mercy upon my enemies because I won't. War is cruel, and you cannot refine it. If everybody's thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking. Do your duty as you see it and damn the consequences. Success is how high you bounce when you hit the bottom. Franklin Roosevelt. We have nothing to fear but fear itself. When you get to the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. In the truest sense, freedom cannot be bestowed. It must be achieved. More than an end to war, we want an end to the beginnings of all wars. Charles de Gaulle. To each, the enemy is their liberator. Patience is not a virtue. It is a necessity. Difficulty attracts the man of character because it is in embracing it that he realizes himself. Deliberation is the work of many men, action of one alone. France cannot be France without greatness. Isoroku Yamamoto. I fear all we have done is to awaken a sleeping giant and fill him with a terrible resolve. Japan can fight to the end, but only if we have enough rice to eat. A brilliant strategy can be destroyed by inferior execution. Douglas MacArthur. Old soldiers never die, they just fade away. We live in an age where people mistake noise for results. It is fatal to enter any war without the will to win it. Hideki Tojo. The fate of the nation depends on our ability to face hardships with unshakable resolve. The strength of a nation is not in its weapons, but in the spirit of its people. In war, determination and unity of purpose will overcome any obstacle. John Kennedy. Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, to assure the survival and the success of liberty. The courage of life is often a less dramatic spectacle than the courage of a final moment, but it is no less a magnificent mixture of triumph and tragedy. Effort and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. Mankind must put an end to war, or war will put an end to mankind. A man does what he must, in spite of personal consequences, in spite of obstacles and dangers and pressures, and that is the basis of all human morality. The Destiny once said, "Your subscription keeps the wisdom alive."